Hi guys, and welcome to this weekly tea where we use tea leaves to see what may be coming towards you here this week between the 22nd to the 28th, and we use tarot to clarify. We're going from Aries to Pisces, and there are timestamps below. As always, these are general readings. Take what you want from it, leave behind the rest. Never ever try to make it fit if it doesn't. Let's get to it, starting with Aries. Alright, Aries. Aries 22nd to the 28th. Aries. Alright. Aries, we have the scales, a dog that's barking, and we have an elephant in my hair. Sorry, yeah, the light is a little bit off as well, but scales, dogs barking, and the elephant and the carrot. So we have here, first and foremost, there's going to be a bit of a journey, a long journey, by the way. It's going to be either inside yourself or it's being a physical journey, but there is absolutely traveling going on. And what you will gain from this experience this week here will be more wisdom, meaning more life experience, some kind of a, you know, maybe you're on the road, maybe you are just moving, but it's something knowledgeable you will gain from it. It's a benefit here, right? It will strengthen you, and that may come in the form of a friend, an advice from a friend here. And that advice may have to do with how to keep your life in balance. Possibly, you know, how to balance out your romantic connection, your friendship, your family, your work as well, right? Keep those scales here, and your friend may give you that advice, maybe traveling to see them. And just out of nowhere, you could possibly also expect this week to get a carrot, which is an opportunity or a windfall, and it will come without you even seeking it out. So, you know, for some of you, it could be as simple as your friend of yours here gives you an advice out of nowhere. You know, it's not like an advice where it's like coercive or anything, but more like they give you some kind of an information here, and it's actually really beneficial. Let's see here. Show me about that friend. You know, show me about the journey. The elephant here. The Empress here. Hold on. Yeah. I see it very much being related to work, most likely. Could be from an Aquarius, by the way, but it doesn't really have to be Aries. I am seeing here the advice that we have here. It may even just be online, but it is regarding, you know, I really see it being in regards to your career, but of course it can be anything. Yeah, I really do. May also be within your family. You know what, it is just someone who's a friend of yours here, right? And the journey that you're going on, it has a lot to do with how you are, you growing, right? It comes with the Empress here. So it could have to do with motherhood, but in all cases it has a lot to do with, you know, your feminine energy, you being kind to yourself and accepting yourself for who you are. And for some of you it has to do with a pregnancy as well. It really trust me, it can be. It is a general reading, but I am getting here that it has a lot to do with how to get rid of weights on your shoulder here, so you feel comfortable, you feel safe, you feel more vulnerable. And it really is a friend here that you may not have seen for a while. And it comes very quickly here. It's a clear understanding about what to do. Those scales that keeps in balance. Yeah. Libra here, yeah, it's about you probably learning how to ask different sets of questions when you go into something. For instance, let's say it's job applications, like different way of doing that, or, you know, if you are struggling, if you're challenged a little bit here in your romantic relationship, maybe your friend may give you an advice on, you know, maybe try and look at it from a different perspective. So that's really a very mundane here that we got for you, Aries. So let's move on to Taurus. But these readings are mundane, and I have to turn on the power. Hold on. I managed to unplug it, I saw. Okay. So, what do we have for Taurus? 22nd to the 28th. Taurus, 22nd to the 28th. We have a claw. We have a club. TAURUS. We have a needle and a thread, and we have tent. Alright, this is spinning all over. The claw is about be careful in terms of how you take risk. The club is that someone will try to make you do something against your will, and a needle and a thread in a sincere wish will be granted, and the situation will be temporary. Okay, so what do we get from this? First and foremost, someone here in your life may try and push you a little bit, for good or for bad. Is it good, is it bad? It really is up for you to determine that. What I can say is it's trying to push you out of your comfort zone. It may have to do here with whether or not you are... Oh, this is such an abstract energy to explain. It has to do with the way that you may be making wishes here. Right, the way that you are setting your long-term goals. Are you setting goals in a way where you are just poking holes into a fabric, like the needle and a thread? Like imagine a needle just poking holes into a fabric without having that thread on it that we use to actually put the garments together. Right? If you don't have a thread in it, the garments just fall apart. So it's a matter of like, are you making wishes, setting long-term goals, setting your eyes onto your desires, whatever it is that you desire? Are you doing that from a place where the content is there, where the thread is there? Right? Is it sustainable, basically? Well, let's look into it. But all in all, whatever the situation is, it's going to be temporary. It's not very. It's a minor annoyance. Show me this, dude. Show me that club. The club here, yeah, it has probably to do with the way of money or your work here. A new beginning you want to start. Maybe someone here is trying to make you push your way out of your comfort zone. Again, it's up for you to determine whether or not it's good or bad. And we also get here, be careful in terms of taking risks. So, let's see. Here we have the Empress and the King of Rods. So for instance, if any of you do not want to get pregnant, please do not. You remember to use a protection, right? But I'm also getting very much it has to do, yeah, with also money, of investments. Be careful with how you make investments, how you choose to invest yourself, including your money, your time, your energy into situations. As I said, someone here may be trying to push you into a new path, but it's up for you to feel in your guts whether or not it is for you or not. Okay, temporary situation, as I said here. It may be a little bit confusing to you at times, and there may be a partnership in your life here where yeah, I'm getting as though it's not. There's something here that's a little bit off. There could be in any area of your life. Doesn't have to be in love, but that is slowly but surely drifting out here, so you're getting peace. Yeah, it could be like a boss here. You know, Taurus, if someone here is trying to push you in ways where you feel as though you need more time, listen to yourself, right? I get here that this week it might be beneficial for you to be attuned to yourself as well. So that you find that you feel as though someone is not taking away your free will, but you know, just be mindful that you are dealing with, that if someone here gives you an advice or comes towards you or try to make you do something, that they are not trying to coerce you, right? Just be mindful of that. And how would they coerce you? If they would coerce you if they didn't accept a no, I would say. So if they accepted no, maybe then they're actually sincere. And it has here, you have a sincere wish being granted if there is sincerity in it. If it's someone here that's just trying to get their wish granted from an insincere place, forget it. Be attuned to yourself as well this week. So we are going on to Gemini. From 2nd to the 28th, Geminis. whatever placement here. '22nd to the 28th. Gemini, you keep getting the Hanged Man. Alright, Gemini, what do we have for Gemini? We have a lobster and a butterfly. And a basket. So the lobster is a financial pinch. We have the butterfly, which is a change for the better. A diamond is that you will be receiving or you will be giving a precious gift. And basket is a recognition for the merits you have here. Reward. So lobster, let me get into this one. Gemini, first and foremost here. Was there a spot there? No. Financial pinch here. My lobster, my lobster, my lobster. Be mindful in terms of your money, that if people here are trying to set you up in ways where they are dishonest, like a lobster. Imagine a lobster like with that big hand there, or claw. You don't really see it before you're there. They will snap you before you realize it. So it's a matter here of, you know, looking at both sides before you throw yourself into something. Be mindful here in whatever way, be it in terms of your money or in way that you invest yourself. That's the financial pinch here, you know. Look to both sides. Look clearly. And then there's a change going on for the better here. Gemini, this week here I get a little bit that someone here maybe, or you could be experiencing a reward for some kind of an effort that you have been given here, right? Show me that basket. Yeah. Something that you invested in the past here is coming back to you as a reward. It could be in terms of a job, but it's something very solid here. But diamond there, yeah, it comes like a small token of appreciation. It's a small thing, but I get here again that secrets may be kept here to a certain degree. Maybe it's not. Yeah, maybe someone here is actually. Yeah, how can I say this? Maybe they're a little bit dishonest, I want to say. Maybe, or they may not be disclosing everything to you. Yeah, they may be protecting themselves. I'm getting here that someone here is very, very protective because they don't want to be put up in that hangman position there where they are almost like a victim. It could be you, right? It could be you pushing this away. Show me this lobster. There we have the stupid hangman. Sorry, it's not. I mean, you could be dealing with a Pisces. We have here a Gemini. I get here that you may sometimes be very impulsive, right? You're throwing yourself into situations, and that is cool. You do that. Be mindful here. Just take, as I already said, take a step back here and look at both sides, because I am seeing possibly some kind of an old friend here coming back your way, and they are giving you something here, but it's just be clear that how much value the both of you are placing onto it, right? So it's just, so don't find yourself in misunderstandings. It doesn't, but that's just for some of you. It could be amazing, right? Amazing. You will be recognized. You will be recognized for the work that you have placed in here. The work you put in the past, it's coming back, and there's a change happening here for the better. And you know what that change has to do with? It has to do with you moving away from something that you really didn't give you that much. There's a strong Pisces energy here, gotta tell you. But you know, you're disconnecting here and you're glowing up. You're walking away from someone that could have been very harsh with their words sometimes, and where you just felt as though it didn't really matter, in the way you communicated probably didn't work out in your favor, and you're leaving that behind. It's almost as though it's coming back here and saying, wait, Gemini, is it good, is it bad? It's, you know, it's up for you to determine that. It could be, you know, you decided to take a new path in life, you decided to quit your job, and then suddenly someone comes back here and say, wait, let's just try work it out with Gemini again. So again, these are general readings, and these are like weekly readings. They're very mundane, but it is, you know, it is like you're getting something here when you left. So interesting. What do we have for Cancer? 22nd to the 28th, Cancer. Swear to God, there's so often that I get haunted by this Emperor and at the bottom of this deck. No matter how many times I shuffle things, it's always the Emperor who shows up at the bottom of the deck. Right, Cancer. Clarity. Cancer. You're getting a cup. You should accept valid criticism. We get a jog. Light-hearted and carefree time. Or some of you going to a tea party. We have a tent. There's a temporary situation. And we have a younger woman. Some of you are going to have a tea conversation or a coffee conversation with a younger woman. And you should accept valid criticism in those situations. But only valid criticism. You know, not coercive control. Is there a difference? Absolutely. We need to be able to accept criticism, otherwise we can't grow. How can we hold each other accountable if we can't give credit to criticism? But criticism is not coming from a wounded place. It comes from a place because we actually care. And we want to grow. It's not about you fixing you so you can suit me. It's about, you know, what's a valid criticism? It's someone telling you you know, your behaviors right now. I just want you to let you know that right now what I need is this and that, and then your behavior towards me, I would appreciate it if you did it in a different way, because then we could better work together. Oh, right, yeah. Or they say, you know what, maybe if you want to, yeah, like, you know, when you have an exam or something like that, or work, where you deliver a project, you know, an editor, basically an editor, what does an editor do? They take your work and they check it through and they give it back and say, you know, maybe you should do a few corrections here to make the communication stand sharp, to make yeah, like this, right? Yeah, to sharpen the communication. I shouldn't be an editor, no. It's valid criticism. Alright, what we have here is a younger woman. A younger woman who could be a little bit of a fighter here, right? But there's also a light-hearted and carefree situation. Sorry, show me 18 minutes, dang it, show me that. Alright, you know what, let's throw it out. Show me the younger woman. The younger woman could be someone you work with, who she's maybe very, very skilled. You may yeah, as I said, she could be younger than you. Absolutely, she will absolutely be younger than you. And can sometimes be a little bit of a headache. It could be one of those situations, Cancer, where someone here brings you new knowledge or a new approach, and you are a little bit hesitant to accept it. Maybe it's like, you know, you have your daughter, younger daughter here, bringing you, I don't know, I always use this example of a tablet with Cancers, bringing you a tablet, and you're like, no, I don't need a tablet, I'm used to using my phone with all those digits there, you know. Valid criticism, yeah, it really shows up like that. It shows up as, you know, someone here who actually really cares about you. Also could be a stronger woman. Even it doesn't have to be a daughter, it can even just be a woman that's a year or 10 days younger than you. But there is a little bit of a sadness here, right? And it comes with mother energy, a lot of healing, a lot of wanting to come together and just, you know, bring kindness onto the table. Basically, they're coming from an honest place. Where are you in this? You're holding on to yourself. It could be because you are looking out for your finances, or you may you are in your crap mode where you're protecting yourself, right? But I'm saying here that if you accept valid criticism, because it's actually coming from an honest place here. But you know, it's up for you to determine that, Cancer. Show me that, Jock. You may be deciding here this week to not engage with any kind of like social fun situations, because there's something here you may not really be happy with here. But you know, yeah. Yeah, you may sometimes, you could probably be struggling a little bit with sharing yourself and releasing the burdens and just opening up your heart. I'm getting here a younger woman would like to be there for you in this situation. Okay, Cancer, show me that 10. It is a temporary situation, so you may, yeah, it may come at you very, very, very quickly, and there'll be situations where you like, how the hell am I gonna pave the path forward in things here, you know. Maybe you just don't, you know, let's say that this is a woman here who comes towards you very quickly with, you're wanting to help you, wanting to give you something, and you're like, no, but you want to give it, but at the same time, you know, it would also require for you to like let down your guards and share, and that can be a bit, you know, if you are in your energy, in a mode here where you're very protective of yourself, it can be a little bit difficult. So yeah. And if you're waiting around here for some communication, I get as though you may sometimes find get into a little bit of a hopeless mode here where you're just waiting, and you know, yeah. But at the same time, Cancer, I'm actually seeing passion here within you. There's something here that sparks your interest and you want to go towards it. This situation, as I said, is temporary. It is a good energy. There are good times here. Remember to disconnect sometimes here. Remember to spend some time together with those you care about, right? And if there's a younger woman who's absolutely out of her, she's terrible or something like that, then you know, just hold to yourself, right? You have that right. These are general readings. Alright, this is gonna take forever. We have Leo now. What do we have for Leo? 22nd to the 28th. Leo, 22nd to the 28th. Leo, 22nd to the 28th. Leo, 22nd to the 28th. We have an eye. It's your psychic ability. Use your intuition when you are faced with a decision this week here. We have mice. Discord among friends and family. And we have the spear. Heartache over what you no longer have. And we have a rainbow. The worst part of a situation is over. Psychic ability. Trust your intuition. I get here that it could be a, like this week here, that you will possibly find yourself in a situation where, as it says with the mice here, there's a discord. But it will be with friends or family, most likely within the family. Show me that discord here. Yeah, possibly in regards to, for some of you could have to do with money, or just, you know, the way someone here is making themselves appear. What is discord about? And someone here pushing away something from the past here. It's almost like, you know, you're pointing something out here to someone. You're listening to your intuition, and you actually wanting to stand up for yourself, but you could find yourself in a situation where someone is like, they could be, I want to almost say disregarding you, but they are focused somewhere else here. They are, yeah, it's almost like they're rejecting. And you're trying to reach out. Show me that psychic ability there. There's a loss going on here. That's what I also get. There's a loss, but it's more like it's not like oh sadness here. But yeah, there's heartache here of what it is that you no longer have. But I guess though you have an intuitive knowing here that you're ready to move on. You're ready to set new goals, and that you're already taking the step here into something new. It's almost like you know intuitively that you moved on. But show me that heartache there. Some of you could have to do with a divorce, or you know, a person here that you lost. For some of you, what we're dealing here with, it could be a gotta say, a complex grief situation. What's a complex grief situation? It's a situation where you experience the loss of a sort, but it's not like an... It's complex because people don't understand it. Maybe it's prolonged. Some people have prolonged griefs. It can be a loss of a pet, and people don't quite understand that also, if you know, you want to say, I'm grieving the loss of my cat, and they're like, but it's just a cat. No, but it's still a loss, and it's still someone you had an attachment to. It's a loss of a toxic relationship. It's a loss of, because everyone is like, oh, you should be so happy that you're out of this. Yeah, it's still a loss. It's still, because there were emotions there. Because it's complex, and a lot of people, they can push away, or you can feel as though you're being pushed away when you are trying to address it with someone. You just want to speak about it, right? That's what makes grief complicated, and it can feel very lonely to walk around with such a grief. It can also be a grief of someone who you used to date, but maybe not, like more like a situationship, and it was so long ago, or maybe it was a situationship, right? And people don't understand it. Long ago, that could be like people, you had a person you were with, and you divorced or you separated years ago, and you're still grieving it. Complex. Anyways, heartbreak here over what you no longer have. Yeah, there's something here that's over. Could have been forms of dishonesty with it, but it's up for you. And but the worst part of a situation here is over. I am seeing a new energy coming your way. It's here already. You, as I said, you're looking towards the future, but the pain is still here. And it comes towards you possibly at night. If some of you are struggling with sleeping, it may be because that this week here, some of you could find yourself being triggered a little bit here, in the sense that your intuition at night here tries to pull you back into something that you may need to look at. Bad memory or something, right? That's just for some of you. It doesn't have to be that heavy, right? For some of you, it is, you will find yourself having finding yourself not fully understood in your family or friends, because you may be experiencing a heartbreak here because you lost something, and intuitively you know it's over, you know it's done, but it's still here. But trust your psychic intuition here, right? And there's a path with money waiting for you to find it, just so you know that. So what do we have for... We are moving on to Virgo. Can't repeat myself. 22nd here to the 28th, Virgo. 22nd to the 28th, Virgo. We have an ant. It's a work, achievement, and success. And we have a purse, which is pay attention to your finances. Pay attention to your finances, Virgo. We have a bird flying. News is on the way. And we have a torch. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Right, ant is one of those animals that crawl on the ground, walk. And they're very fond of watermelons. It's an ant. Is it pronounced like that? Work, achievement, and success. But ants, they work together as a pack, right? Maybe. I get as though you're bored. Hold on. Your energies are split. Meaning that I get, first and foremost, you are, but this week something very amazing is going to happen. You're going to have like a spiritual awareness, or you're going to have like, bam, that enlightenment torch, that spark in your mind here, where you suddenly things are coming clear to you. You will have a clear understanding about what you should do, and not only that, you will have a deeper understanding of yourself in relation to your environment. You will have that, you know, that we call it eureka moment, where it's like suddenly it makes sense. This is what I'm supposed to do. And for some of you, it's also about what happened. But more than likely, it's about, you know, what's the next step here. And then we have news is on the way. Yeah, there could be someone here that's very smart, very intelligent. Could be an air sign, Aquarius, Capricorn, King of Swords. All right. Well, yeah, news is coming away. It's coming very, 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 very quickly. And it's about forward movement here. It comes following a period where there's been a lot of, you know, healing. It is still here, so you may need to be a little bit patient still, but it's about that forward path here. And it could actually just come from within yourself, like this idea, this spark. Is like you read a book or something, or you listen to a song, or you see something, you hear something on the news or something in a movie or whatever. Suddenly you get that spark of inspiration. Work, achievement, success. Show me that one. Holy shit, we have a partnership here that's very, very intelligent. We have a King and a Queen of Swords. It is coming your way. It brings a lot of clarity. I still get like patience might be required a little bit still. Yeah, it's still gonna be a little bit unknown to you. You may this week here be far more focused on, you know, the practical matters of things, and it may be advised here because it says pay attention to your finances, especially in terms of how it is that you invest. You know, make sure that there's balance. Maybe things are a little bit up and down. Maybe you don't have all the resources that you would like right now, and it's about, you know, make sure that you don't drop anything on the floor. Just keep a check. It's not like a major loss or anything. It's more like, you know, being aware of what it is that you have, your assets, and also your time generally. What do you have to give? What can you give out? When will there be placed too many demands on you in terms of what it is that you can give? Yeah, it's about your masculine energy basically stepping in here to the plate and saying, we're setting long-term goals. Right now we are living with what we can, what I can, you know, doing what it is that you can do, but you still have eye on long-term. Some of you may, you know, be far more living in the present, like, you know, living from day to day to day. It says here maybe start, you know, if you are in that energy, shift the attention also to long-term in ways that are in alignment with you. Or that could actually happen here, where suddenly you get this understanding. So, also get taxes, but you know, let's see, what do we have here? I still see, you know, money could come in. So what do we have here for Libra from the 22nd to the 28th? Do some shuffling here. Libra, 22nd to the 28th. Libra, 22nd to the 28th. Libra, 22nd to the 28th. Libra, you like the Leo. A little bit heartbreak here. Leo, 22nd to the 28th. Libra, 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 those who come here. We have a boot. A boot is made for walking, and that's just what I do. One of these days, this boot is gonna make you achieve your goals. And we have great passion. We have a gavel. That's law. That's law and order, dear. Law and order, and the zoom is broken. What else do we have for Libra? We have, it's a barrel. Right, so you got the boot of tulip, which will throw in a gavel to make the barrel. I don't fuck. Sorry. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. There's great passion here this week, and there will be involvement with the law, but you will feel that something is lacking in your life. Perhaps it is love, money, or goals. You know what? Let's look into this. You know what you may be feeling is lacking? Passion. Some of you Libras could be going through a legal situation, and it's just the most boring thing you ever been a part of. It's like, you know, you sit there in the meeting, and or the board meeting, on to say, you sit there and you're like, all right, can I just go? This is, what the fuck am I doing here? This is the most boring thing I've ever been part of. Libra, let's see this. Show me the gavel. Ace of Pentacle and the Six of Pentacle. I am in reverse here. There's something here about how you're making plans regarding setting long-term goals again, and there are situations here where something is a little bit unstructured, a little bit too, I almost want to say naive. It doesn't. The challenge here would be to set long-term goals. It's almost like a father trying to teach a youngster how to see ahead in time. And when it comes to getting a brand new start, there may be situations here where things are not really, they're not balanced, they may not be given. Something here is being pushed away. Libra, be mindful that you are not engaging with forms of breadcrumbing, right? For some of you, it's a legal situation. It says itself that it's kind of obvious that it's not going to go in someone's favor here, right? Where are you going to be? Yeah, somewhere out there's a Libra going to prison. I'm just saying it. Somewhere out there's a Libra going to prison, or you will absolutely be stuck in your head, or you may actually feel as though you are in your prison. Be mindful here, very, very mindful about situations that involves breadcrumbing in your life. What is that? Because that can get you into a mental prison. I'm saying this because we have involvement with the law. That's karmic, right? And for others of you, it is literally a legal situation where you feel as though you're trapped. Show me that boot. Libra, when it comes to you, I see you being very, you're very clear about, oh my god, so I get as though you are extremely about the karma here. Some of you Libras, oh god, Libra. Okay, Libra, this is a completely, I never picked, is this, where's this energy coming from? I'm actually right now picking up on a Libra here, who themselves are breadcrumbing because they are dissatisfied themselves here. Libra, you place yourself in the equation. I get here that I'm dealing with a situation where there's not an equal give and take. Someone here shows up a little bit, maybe it's you are in the clarity that it is, in order for you to get things to go your favor, you need to create the balance in your life here, meaning that you give what you get, but also vice versa, right? So if anyone is breadcrumbing, you just don't give anymore. Yeah, because it's a very fine balance. It all depends on the context here. But when it comes to passion here, I'm getting you have strong desire to free yourself, but you could sometimes find as though you are in your head. You can't really get out of it. It's a little bit of a battle here, right? What are you doing? You're trying to find a path here. You're trying to look into the future. You're trying to almost like do inner work. For some of you, it's like you trying to look inside yourself, but sometimes you feel as though it's restricted. And for others of you, this is in work, you're doing consulting work, or you're a lawyer or something, and you feel restricted to a situation where you just want to have more freedom, and you're passionate about that freedom. Holy shit, what kind of battle are you fighting this here? Show me this barrel. Something is missing. Libra, I gotta tell you, some of you, you were just waiting for the bomb to drop so you can get it over with. Yeah. It's almost as though, I gotta tell you, it's almost as though you know deep inside, you know deep inside that something here is off. You're just waiting for it for someone here to come here and throw that bomb here into your life, so that the shit can crumble down, so the tower can fall, and you can start something new. You were really bored. You're missing that passion. You're feeling tied up. You're feeling restricted. You're feeling, yeah. I almost want to say set up. Some of you are the breadcrumber, some of you are tied to a breadcrumbing situation. It's almost, you know what, have you ever been in one of those connections where, try to find an example here. Be in a connection where you know something is off. You know it. It's almost like you're just waiting for the news to come out that what they found someone else or they're cheating or something, so you can just liberate yourself. It's almost like, just give me the knowledge so it can be over. Just bring the tower. That's really what I get here for you this week. Sorry if that was a little chaotic there, but that's what I got. It doesn't have to be in love. It can be, you know, you're waiting for society to open up. You're waiting basically for something massive to happen because you are. I'm getting like you can't do it anymore. Like, I can't do it anymore. All right, so we have Scorpio, 22nd to the 28th. 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 Scorpio, 22nd. Scorpio out there. Some of you Scorpios could have strong Libra in you here. Libra is still here, but we are Scorpio. Scorpio. Scorpions out there. Scorpions. Scorpions. We have a cat. A two-faced friend. Well done, you're just lucky there. Then we have a cup, which is you should accept valid criticism. And we have unsuccessful plans. Scorpio. And we have a rainbow, which was like, no it wasn't. And we have rose. Romance is in the air with the rainbow. Oh my god. Alright, we have a two-faced friend. Someone here is dishonest to you. I love the fact that we have all the dogs being loyal and the cat being disloyal. Of course, we don't discriminate, but it's still fun to me. Because I have owned both of them, and cats, if there's anything about cats, my god, try raising them. You can't. They are their own. And that's just how it is. And they get pissed if the police pick them up. Anywho, so we have here the two-faced friend. You should accept valid criticism. Alright, you know what? Show me that two-faced friend. Could be a Gemini. Alright, we're back. Could be a Gemini, but it has a lot to do with they're not just what. Alright, you know what? Show me that. You should accept valid criticism. Alright, what I get here, first and foremost, we will look into the two-faced friends. I get here, there may be situations this week going on where you might be receiving information and you may be pushing it away. It's up for you to do whatever the hell you want, but I'm getting here, if it is valid, you should accept it. That's the cup. It's like having a conversation with someone here. And they're actually telling you that maybe you should look at things from a different perspective. Maybe you should let something go. And I see you being very much, you want to fight, you want to push away certain situations here. For some of you, if you have been in a mode here or an energy where you have been keeping, you know, silent a little bit, or you have been avoiding challenges, you might be advised by someone here to take up the challenge here. Some of you could sometimes have seen fights where there were more challenges, like taking it up a little bit notch here, but you know, it is almost like either it goes up too dramatic, where it becomes, you know, too, it's like taking a, what do you call it, a water, and making a storm in a water, in a glass here of water. And for others of you, it's actually the complete opposite, where it's like you just stay silent and you don't take the conflict. And you're almost like, all right, so what? But there's like there's a little bit of a battle here in terms of that, about, you know, something maybe someone here may tell you something about, release something here, right? Or let it go. And for others of you, I always want to say, please make sure that you're getting valid criticism and not coercive criticism, where it's like, because for some of you, you could, gotta tell you, there could be a situation this week here where you, especially if you are dating in a situationship, where someone here comes to you and let's say you are expecting here to have to take this romantic situation into something more solid, and then they're like, you know what, I never promised you anything. We are just too different. I mean, did you think that we were going to date? Well, no. And you may show up here a little as though you want to fight it, and they are actually bringing also that challenge here. And in those cases, there may be that you have someone here that tells you maybe you should let it go, and you may be, no, I shouldn't be like, I won't want to let it go. It's for me. Can play out differently. Yeah, some of you could actually be dealing with someone here who's very could be they are very closed off. And they put their own needs first. Could be in work, or could be in anything, right? Show me that of successful plans. There will be unsuccessful plans, possibly because there may be a situation where more skills will be needed, and there's a loss here. And again, I get that maybe some of you will be receiving a poor communication regarding the end of those plans. It's similar to, let's say that you applied for something and you get a shitty response, and for others of you it's like that response here again, that where someone's trying to push you away and saying, did you think that we were going to date? No, we're not. So be mindful of that. But the worst part of a situation is over. There will be peace and quiet, and you may actually find yourself in a situation where you can start focusing a bit more about what it is, where you want to go, your skills here, and you're finding happiness within yourself. And I am seeing a new beginning. I'm actually seeing something beautiful coming your way, which could have romance with it. Yep, it could be a fire sign. But yep, that's what I have for you. Remember, these are general readings. Trust me, they play out differently. For some, it's like, you know, I don't know, struggling setting up a bank account, and then you get an advice to do something differently. For others of you, it's like a dating situation. It really depends where you are in your own situation. So we have, yeah, listen to your intuition. Then we have Sagittarius. We have Sachi. Let's go on to Sachi. Sagittarius, 22nd to the 28th. 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 Sagittarius. Sagittarius, 22nd to the 28th. Alright, there we go. Sorry, it's just like, alright, it needed a proper shuffle here. So, Sachi. We have a funnel. Period of frustrations and lessons to be learned, which comes with these are temporary problems, and it's because someone may be very stubborn and unwilling to change. Then we have grapes. It's time to go out and have fun. And we have sunrise, new creative ideas, and new ventures, and a fresh start. And then we have, it's a whale, great worry about nothing. Yeah. Some of you are in a situation here where it's very temporary, right? They are temporary clouds, right? It's difficult to see clearly. Such a nice sound this one gives here, right? It's difficult to see clearly at the current moment, and there is possibly someone in the situation that's unwilling to change, and that makes it suck even more. Alright, it's like, what the fuck? To put yourself first a little bit, maybe time to go out. And for some of you, it's what keeps you frustrated is that you can't go out and have fun. Some of you are also like bursting. It's like, can't deal with it anymore. Right, show me that pure frustration in the funnel. Yeah, it's bored. It's bored like fuck. Especially you want to go out in the sun and have create. And for some of you, it also has to do, you know, with a partnership being that it's being equal and not having so much confusion going on. Honesty is what I'm getting here. Yeah, and not having someone being in your mind or stuck with the communication and the way that they are communicating with is they communicate like the fucking devil, meaning they're unreliable. That's a period of frustration here. But what may happen is that you could find yourself in confused, right? And that brings, so I'm looking over here, that brings temporary problems. And I guess though some of you are, it's almost like your heart here is starting to sing within you and telling you to do things differently. Time to go out and have fun, show me that. Yeah, it's time to put an end to a situation. It shows up, could be within like an institutional setting or a marriage. It's not like end of a marriage, or it could be. But for others of you, it's more of a situation here. Coming to a closure. And for most of you, it may have to do that you just want to, this week here, you may actually just, yeah, definitely going out. I do see going out. For those of you who are at places where there are no restrictions anymore, that's what you're doing, right? And for those of you who get a little bit as though you are, should I just break it a little bit? I need to go out. Some of you are missing going to the movies. Alright, but what we do here, yeah, it's up for you to also take responsibility here to do the right thing and to also create that balance yourself. It's up to you to make that decision if you want things to change, right? If you want to go out, I don't know. Be active, be proactive in the way you find your solutions, in ways that I'll also probably look out for the law here, right? But what we have here, sunrise. You will get a new creative idea. That's so fun. A new venture and a new fresh start. Yes, because you're listening to your intuition, bam, out of nowhere. Maybe something from the past here comes your way. Oh, it's almost like it's coming unexpected. Saggy. Why do you always get this? I mean, I get it. Sagittarians are amazing and sexy. Of course they come back, but why can't they just treat you with respect when you are there? I mean, come on. Seriously. Focus. And great worry about nothing. It especially has to do with a partnership. For some of you, you could be very much stressed about a current situation going on in your relationship. Be mindful here that you don't let pettiness or minor misunderstandings take over here. But here's the thing: if you are in a situation here where you communicate, where your needs are being neglected, for instance, like they don't communicate with you properly, the worry comes, yeah, it comes because of nothing, because it could have been avoided if people just communicated with each other. They were honest with each other. But it's not. It's something that still needs to be addressed, because we can't just gaslight it away and say, oh, you shouldn't have worried about it. It was nothing, yeah, but it was still enough. It was still something to you. So assert yourself in those situations here. If you are bored in a situation because someone here is neglecting your needs, they're not listening to you, put it out into the open, right? And also still remember here to go and have fun, especially because they are not taking the time here to go out and have fun with you. But that good new creative idea, yeah, there's something amazing here. And some of you could actually have fucking options. Of course you can. Sagi. This is so your curse, man. They want you, then they don't want you. They want you, then they don't want you. Come on. Or they just, it's more like I got a little bit here of a neglectance energy of, you know, oh, you want me, then communicate it. Or you want me to do it like that, or you want to, now you want to, you show me that you care. Well, you know what, then listen what I'm telling you. Listen to me. Yeah. Right. That is how normal partnerships fall apart. So, or they at least have trouble, right? But you know, let's see. Don't have to break up or anything. It's just, you know, minor incident. Let's go on to Capricorn. Yes, Capricorn, that's your name. You are a Capricorn. Capricorn, what do we have for Capricorn? 22nd to the 28th. Capricorn. 22nd to the 28th. Capricorn. 22nd to the 28th. Capricorn. 22nd to the 28th. Are you also leaving behind some kind of a broken heart here? Capricorn, 22nd to the 28th. Capricorn, 22nd to the 28th. Alright, Gabby. We have romance, celebration, and party. We have a crib, birth or conception of a child or a new enterprise. And we have Capricorn. We have a younger woman. Capricorn. And we have time to go out. So you're going out with a younger woman. Friend, lover, whatever. Family member. We have romance, celebration, and birth of a new child or enterprise. Yeah, it's very, very simple. This week I see you spending time with some younger woman, someone who's younger than you. Friend, lover, whatever. But it's a good... God, this chair is noisy, huh? It's a good thing because there's something to celebrate. But it's also you to... It's also up for you to kind of like take action here. And to get it started. And to go out there. And it's something that could actually grow into something, right? It could be a new... Yeah, it could be a new business. It could actually be a child. But, you know, it's actually just that creation here. Kind of want to clarify, but let's see. Show me romance there, right? Falling out everywhere. Yeah, someone here, some of you here are starting to open up and even just inviting people into your home if that's what you need. But I'm seeing something here coming your way very, very, very suddenly. Actually, where are you in this? But some of you, yeah, you're opening up your home to let someone in here. Remember, Cabby, this can also be vice versa here. Allowing... Someone here is allowing a younger woman in, and this is a someone who's could be a boss here. You're very, very stable. You're just taking care of whatever it is that you have in your material world here. What it is that you're working for. Something here has come to an end in your life in all cases. It's time to put an end to one way of doing things and to open up something new. I always get just in all cases there's something here to celebrate this week. Show me that birth or conception here. It's a brand new opportunity. Could be in regards to your work here, but there's a choice to be made. Something here needs to be let go. Again, there's a typical way of doing things could be within something here very, very formal, like a title or status, like, you know, going from one position into another, or graduating from school basically, or yeah, just making a very significant change here whenever you give birth. And there's a mindset here that needs to be adopted or altered in some kind of a way. Yeah, it absolutely have to do with also taking a critical look at oneself, and also not allowing someone to get into your head here in some way or another here to mislead you, to misdirect you basically. Show me that younger woman. The younger woman is very, very fiery, staring at you. They want to take action. They are, could be very impulsive, by the way. Come towards you very quickly, and they come with so much happiness. Could be a Leo here, could be a Pisces, but Virgo. They absolutely have these energies where they are possibly very, very creative. Holy shit! They are also they reflect a lot of themselves back to you. You see possibly a lot of yourself within you, in them, and you may not actually realize that you do. Maybe why you could feel as though this is amazing is because you see yourself in them. Of course, that also creates tension here, and that means that probably the two of you eventually will take a step back and look at things differently, but it's a good one. Show me this time to go out and have fun. Yeah, something here from the past. For some of you, it's about coming to terms with the past and opening up something new, as I keep saying here. Make room for something new. It's just also just embracing that I keep getting it here. I mean, for some of you, it's a Scorpio, it's a Taurus. But yeah, it's just about, you know, you trusting your intuition here. For some of you, you may not actually realize that you are being admired, possibly from someone from your past. Remember that Six of Cups there? It could also be another Capricorn. Yeah, honestly, I'm getting it's a very sweetheart energy that I get here for you. What is that about? So, yeah, you're getting a wish fulfillment in one way or another. It's almost as though you've been secretly wishing for something here to come your way that has this passion with it. It has this new beginning. And just when you are holding on to yourself, and you were, or you will be kind of, you know, I really get as though you're just taking care of what it is that you already built up for yourself here, and you may actually be carrying around a lot of heavy burdens here. Bam, comes something your way, and you're ready to open up. Yep. You will, of course, be a little guarded, but it's actually amazing. I see you being very surprised, actually, pleasantly surprised. So that's it. So we have Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius this week? What do we have for Aquarius this week? 22nd to the 28th. Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius, 22nd to the 28th. 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 We have a diamond. You will be receiving a gift. We have a dagger. Fear, worries, and a tense situation. And we have an elephant. You will be going on a long journey, spiritually, mentally, physically. Well, at least mentally, you will basically be pushing bound for frontiers. Some of you possibly going moving. Aquarius, we also have a not unsuccessful plans. Okay. Some of you, I really get here a little bit about, you know, a changed mindset. Be it you or someone you're dealing with. Let's see here. You, let's see that journey here. No, see that. It's almost as though someone here will be trying to give you a gift and it's going to be a little bit unsuccessful. Show me that gift. Now show me the elephant. Okay, show me the elephant. It's you. It's you going on, I don't know, trying to... Aquarius, for some of you, it's actually you giving a gift here. You're going somewhere to give someone a gift. Hold on. And there's a teamwork here that may actually be a little bit... get a little bit as though there's something here that was not planned properly, or was just something, it was not really properly done or something like that. I'm just getting here, there's a piece of work that's going to be a little bit unsuccessful. Maybe it's just going to be a little bit delayed, maybe, yeah. Maybe something is just a little bit off here. Maybe it might, in this week here, is the person who's going to be giving a gift, be you giving a gift or the person you receiving a gift. I'm not seeing it being received completely. Yeah, there may be some. It may not be received in a way where you are, the person giving the gift here will be as they would have expected it, right? But it is precious. It's something that's been, you gave a lot of yourself into it. The person here giving a gift, they're giving a bit of them. They're giving a lot of themselves into this gift here, and they are worries regarding whether or not it's been good enough, whether they could actually, whether they will be judged. They invested a lot of themselves into this gift, and they're going on a long journey of it to give a gift. How is the gift going to be received? Oh, I understand why this will be difficult for the person giving a gift, because it's, yeah, as I said, it's it's very personal for them. You were either the one receiving it or you're the one giving it, Aquarius, but it may not be received in the way that someone here expected, right? Maybe it's because the way it's coming too quickly, and they are saying, you know what, could you have done it a different way? So it's because, yeah, and I see you here, you just, Aquarius, you place yourself in the shoes here. The person giving the gift are very, very excited about it. It requires a lot of confidence for them to give it. How is only the giver? The thing is, they may be giving it to a situation, like it's almost like they're giving it to someone that could be a little bit cold. It's almost like a child giving a gift to a father, and the father then appreciating it, yeah, appreciating it, but probably not remembering here to give proper, expressing clearly how they value it, right? It's because it's so personal. It's like a self-expression here. And I get as though this is going to be an incident for you, Aquarius, that helps you learn to administer how you give of yourself. If you're the one giving the gift here, right? Becoming more toughened up almost. And it has to do with a partnership here, right? Yeah, this is almost like, you know, either, you know, not really, could be a marriage proposal, right? But, and then someone here is like, I didn't expect that. And for others of you, it's like, it's like that child and that you mentioned here, where you give like a drawing to your father. because the father energy, right, could be a woman, and then not being received properly, and that sparks a long, like a journey within oneself here, and there you get this clear understanding about, you know what, at least I did something for whoever giving the gift. Could be a dark-haired woman included into the situation. Is a dark-haired woman who will be receiving the gift. And there's a sorrow here in regards to possibly that journey they were going on. I mean, it could be, you know, wanting to give someone here a holiday and it's not being received. Yeah, you're the older woman. It's like an older woman giving a gift to a dark-haired woman. Aquarians this week will be one of, you know, going on a little bit of a journey. Physically, possibly. You're traveling to give this. And there's a change for the better. Alright, Aquarians, they were probably very specific. What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces? 22nd to the 28th. 22nd to the 28th. 22nd to the 28th, Pisces. 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 Pisces. 22nd to the 28th, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? We have a cat, a two-faced friend. We have a sorrow over a loss. We have a rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. And we have a broom, a new home, and a new attitude. Come on. Right, so you have someone who's dishonest here, and there's sorrow, but, you know, this is, I gotta say, alright, for those of you dealing with a situationship, this screams to me that you come there and you want to clean out the space, and you want to, you know, take on a new approach here. And someone here gaslights you and says, oh my god, did you think that we were going to be something? And no, we are just having sex here. And that's a two-faced friend. And that's just a sorrow or loss. But let's see how it plays out. Here, show me that two-faced friend. Yeah, breadcrumbing. Someone been giving a lot of themselves. Not only that, but also just in terms of, you know, their own creative energy. It could be just being work as well, right? You've been giving and giving and giving. And I get as though someone here has been taking advantage of it. Show me the rabbit there. Yeah, someone here is non-committal and they just been... I'm getting angry. Sorry, I'm getting angry. Because this is so... This is... What the fuck? This is the fuck face, the fucktard, the loser. Who takes advantage of someone here. And for sex. And then they turn out to be the worst. I mean, they turn out just to be terrible. Yeah, they just wanted sex. That was all they wanted. They didn't want anything. They only wanted... They wanted all the privileges, all the benefits. They didn't want any kind of responsibility. I'm angry. I have to do this quick, Pisces. Show me that sorrow over a loss here. Yeah, there's a cold masculine energy. It's almost like someone here is just going to send a message, text message. Completely cold. Ice cold. Pisces, what I'm getting here is that you're going to be pushing away. I'm also getting here that someone, by the way, also, I'm also getting another situation where someone here is almost like they won't accept the no, and they're trying to push their way into something. Show me that two-faced card. Pisces, I'm also getting another story for you. I'm also getting one here that's coercing their way into your life for some way or another. They are not honest. They're keeping secrets. They may be giving something here to you in one particular way, and what they're doing, but they have an hidden agenda. What's the hidden agenda? They are mentally disturbed. No, they're the devil. So maybe. Oh my God! Don't, please avoid these relationships or connections. Show me the concern with sexual matters. Someone here is deciding to pull back from sex. I cannot even, Pisces. Sometimes your readings to me are just, I don't get them. Maybe it's because I'm an earth sign. I'm just so I'm not. It's difficult for me to place myself into this because it's so off to me. What I'm getting now is someone here that's it's almost like they are disowning their own sexuality. I mean, it's okay to not disown it, but it's okay to say, you know, you don't want to have sex before you know that you find yourself in a situation where you feel valued, you feel appreciated. Absolutely, I support that, and I actually always suggest that, so you don't find yourself in breadcrumbing situations where you're treated like a prostitute. Because that's fated. What I have seen of the modern dating culture, it's become. Or was it someone who wrote in an article of a man who hate women, basically? Why pay when you can eat for free? I mean, it's like, why? You know, then I get it. But right now I'm also picking up an energy that's almost like they're disowning it. They're not like setting up boundaries, but they're disowning it, and it's almost like they are frightened of it. Yeah, they're frightened of not being able to control it. I don't know. Like it takes over. But yeah, so that's what I get here. It's a bit too much concern regarding it. It's almost also, but for most of you, again, it's like it's you not wanting to be taken for granted. And there's a whole new home and a new attitude, and then that has something to do with dignity and grace and saying no. And being far more self-contained, right? So for some of you, it's just you've been having sex every, you sleep with one every day, basically, because you're trying to, not every day, but whatever, to cover up some kind of a wound. It's almost like this understanding of, you know what, maybe the best way to get over someone is not to get over, to get over someone is not to get under someone every day. It's actually like, taking that step back here. And there is a loss here. But Pisces, some of you have someone that keeps coming at you again and 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 again. And my God, do you have a stalker? What is up with this person here? They want what they want. They're seeing you as their 10th cup, and they want you. And if you are trying to heal, they're coming with good advice here because you're so stable. They want to help you. What's up with them? Why are they doing what do they want from Pisces? It's a chaser. It's a chaser. You got yourself a chaser. Good luck with that. If they violate your free will, get a restraining order. Personal opinion, of course. But, that's just for some of you. But I'm an earth sign. I'm boring. That's your collective. Cleaning up, new attitudes. It's just not engaging with this. I mean, You do know, for those of you, just if this may not be for you, Pisces, relevant for your situation right now, but just putting it out there. There are people who use sex as a tactic to get someone trapped. Apparently, people also, normal people use sex as a tactic because apparently fucked up relationship patterns sometimes. Just read an article, someone using sex tactically to get a person to buy them a fur. I mean, come on. Save up. Buy it yourself. Alright. What do we have here, Pisces? Not Pisces. What do we have for the collective? 22nd to the 28th. The collective, 22nd to the 28th. Collective, 22nd to the 28th. Collective, 22nd to the 28th. Second, 28 collective. We have a nest. An emotional, secure, and loving family is important to you. We have, you are feeling something is lacking. Yeah, probably a secure and loving family. And we have a wishbone. A wish is granted. And we have the scales that needs to be balanced out. So the thing that may be lacking in your life could be a safe haven. A loving and secure family. What does it mean to feel secure? You don't feel as though you are secure. You don't feel anxiety. You don't feel as though you always have to control the situation in one way or another. To feel secure means that you can feel as though you can be yourself, and that your physical, emotional, mental needs are met in that family dynamic. And that meaning that you're not going to be thrown out. You have security in your physical space, right? And also that you're able to bring food and water and all that. You feel physically safe, but also that you feel safe enough to speak your mind and to open and to show your emotions. That may be what you feel is lacking here, but it could also be goals here. A wish is granted by you keeping your life in balance. It's also important that we may be lacking, or you may be wanting to have that family, but if it's not there, it's up for us to ourselves find that stability and love within ourselves, and just finding it in meaningful activities, in signing up for scouting or tap dancing, getting new friends, or just hang out with those you have. You find it in other areas of your life, so you're not chasing it as attached to one particular person or just your children, right? Because if you attach it to your children, then you actually smother them. So, then it's difficult for them to release and become independent when it's time for them to leave the nest, basically, right? Yeah, the nest here, the nest. It's one of the biggest challenges for people who when their children leave the nest, is to suddenly shift their attention onto what am I going to focus on now. Right, show me the wishbone that's been granted here. Some of you are getting the wish that you are releasing drama. We have here the Temperance in reverse, the Lovers and the Death, and then we have the Six of Cups. Some of you have possibly been waiting around for a connection that didn't make you feel safe and secure. It was not compatible. It was what I call the first marriage. That is the one where we get to throw out all the shit and get to know ourselves. The second marriage is where we come together more as a more grown up. Right? The first marriage can also just be the first. I mean, the first connection you have where it doesn't really work out. if you have it, right? But you know, it is what you're getting here, which is a very, very strong connection, but it comes following releasing the drama that didn't really serve you. Yeah, coming to peace with the past is an absolute change, and that is staying grounded, working your way up, not feeling as though you're being judged. I get as though it's not feeling judged, feeling devalued or rejected for being who you are. That does not bring that emotionally secure, loving family. It's an emotional secure. So for some of you, most of you here, with the emotional security is about being allowed to be who you are. You don't have to be evaluated based upon what it is that you do. So you know, you're only loved if you were able to bring money home. You were only loved if you were able to buy that fur. You were only loved if you were able to give sex 5 days a week or something like that. When maybe you want to just, can we just have like what, 2 or 3 days? It's just, or maybe, you know, whatever you want, right? But I'm getting here, yeah, boredom is also for some of you, but it's about to, you know, releasing it. Show me the scales of balance. Something here is coming towards you very quick to help you actually balance out. They have a strong Libra energy with them, but also very earthy. They're very, very pragmatic. Libra, Taurus here, Pisces, it doesn't really matter. What are you in this? Where are you in this? You're the Queen of Earth, yeah. Some of you are very, 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 very attractive, right? You probably don't know it, but you shine because you are actually managing to find that stability within yourself here, and you see things critically. For most of you, you had your heart broken deeply. Those of you who are singles, you are struggling a little bit with opening up here, because the past is still draining you. For those of you who are in a couple, you're seeing things clearly here. You are choosing each other and deciding to find a new approach here. Getting out of the drama. So that's what we have this week. Keep your life in balance if you want that wish to come true. And for some of you, if any of you are waiting for someone to go to prison, I'm really getting it. And those of you wishing for Capricorn, listen to your intuition here. Alright. What is it about that devil? Alright, so what do we... Yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm exhausted now. Take care, guys. Ciao.